Well, good morning guys, hope you're all doing well. So you might be wondering why I've just got my camera bag out of the car and then thrown it back in there and wandered off. Well, this video is all about getting yourself out of a creative rut or a creative slump. So I want to talk to you about this in a bit more detail. We're going to get a bit further up this path. It's a beautiful day, lovely day to get out for a walk. Once we get a bit further on, I'll start going over how you can achieve this. So as photographers, we all kind of know that we enjoy getting out into nature, out everywhere, photographing everything that kind of interests us and gets us really fired up and into it. And sometimes we just get these little periods of time where we just feel a little bit uninspired, a little bit not knowing what to shoot. It can be the time of year, it can be all sorts of reasons that kind of give these sort of feelings to us. And sometimes, for me at least, I get periods of feeling down. So if I'm feeling down, I feel uninspired. So I have to look for ways of picking myself back up again. And sometimes it happens if I've been on a big trip, if I've been leading a workshop somewhere, and I come back and I've been all pumped up, and then I come back and then it just feels a bit And that's what kind of happened this time, really. I went away, did a workshop in Italy, came back, and I just felt a little bit sort of deflated almost. And the way I achieve getting round this is, first of all, I don't do any photography at all. And you think, what are you playing at? I just don't do any at all. I put the camera bag away, put it down, and I kind of focus my attention on other things. Completely different from my photography, completely different from creating in that respect anyway. So what I have been focusing my attention on is kind of home improvements. So I've been relaying a floor, I've started work on my outside office, so I've painted the garage because I want to convert that into an outside office. So I decided I was going to paint that, do it up ready and try and get it waterproofed. And then the outside of the house, the windows weren't quite finished, so I've painted all the window frames and got all that done. So I've just basically done things that completely outside of photography to take my mind away from it and just kind of give myself a break and a bit of breathing space to be able to get back into it again. So what else can we do to get out of these situations? Well, apart from not doing any photography at all and setting all that aside and finding something completely different, the other way I like to get out of it is to get out of my comfort zone as well and go and shoot something completely different. Now that might be a bit of street photography, capturing people in the environments, urban environments, stuff like that. Something completely, outside the box from where I normally shoot. It could be wildlife photography, something like that, capturing squirrels on feeders. It could be any of this sort of thing, just to kind of break up what I normally do and to kind of refresh my the way I think about my photography. If I can do something completely outside the box, that gives me new ideas about how I can move forward with my own photography. So all of these things can really, really help. And another way I like to really get out and just completely switch off from everything is just to go out for a walk like I have done today. No cameras, nothing, just go out, go and have a walk, get eaten alive by all the midges that are flying around, and just go and enjoy being outside again. Go and have a look, see what captures your attention without the restrictions of having a camera on you. Just go and enjoy the great outdoors again. And your interest will start to peak again. You'll start to see things that really capture your imagination and really make you want to get back outside and get photographing again. But it's all about not forcing that creativity. The worst thing you can possibly do is to try and keep forcing it, keep chucking that camera bag on, keep going out and forcing yourself to be creative, because I think personally for me it won't work. You will not get the images that you want to achieve by forcing yourself into that creativity. You need to let it happen naturally. And the way to do that is to not stress yourself out about it. Don't worry about it if that's the way you're feeling at the current time, is just to find these methods of working through it. Have little breaks, and if you need to have a complete break of it, just have a complete break. It's not going to harm your photography whatsoever. It's only going to make it stronger. Now, the main takeaway I want you to get from this video is to not worry about it. Photography is one of those things that comes and goes to you creatively, so it can't be a constant, it can't be there all the time. And as a full-time photographer myself doing this, it does start to take its toll if you're doing it constantly and you have nothing else. And that's kind of what's happened to me lately. I've kind of had nothing else but my photography. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my photography. I wouldn't change anything for the world, because that's what I love to do. But sometimes creating becomes really difficult, and I need to kind of look for other avenues to give me inspiration so that I can move on with my photography. One of the things I used to do that I don't do enough of anymore is I used to play in bands. I'm a drummer, so I played a lot in bands, and that's just completely gone lately. So it's something I really need to get back into. It's another creative outlet, and all of these little outlets add up to giving you different perspectives on things, different ways of looking at things, different ways of approaching things. So it's definitely worth following up on all these other avenues, because they're only going to help with your photography and give you more ideas moving forward. Now, another way to go is if you're primarily a tripod shooter, you primarily shoot off a tripod, and that's the way you usually do your photography, is to change things up with technique and try maybe doing some handheld photography, try a different technique altogether, maybe some ICM. Any of these things just to break up the norm and give you a little bit more creative play is going to help you in the long run. Well guys, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully this has helped you work through your creative block and find different avenues that are going to help you to get back out of it again. And the main thing is not to worry about it. It will come back. Thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and hopefully you'll be back out shooting very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.